It's the Rotten Apple Show. We've got nowhere to go. Here we are. We can't go far. It's the Rotten Apple Show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our Rotten Apple Show. I'm Kelsey.
And I am Shy. What's up?
We are here to entertain you in your quarantine time. We hope you all have a drink and are cozy on your couch. And we are
Shout out to Cozy.
We're going to do our attempt to just give you a good time in these next 30 minutes. We have a lot to do, but first...
Yes, people ask, hey, Shy, hey, Kelsey, what is the Rotten Apple Show? Well, if you're friends, if you're family, which I see most of you are, what's up, friends and family? We love you. Or
keep those numbers coming.
If you live in our beautiful, beautiful Chelan Valley, if you're in Chelan, Manson, Wenatchee, all the places that we were able to do shows over the last 2 years, welcome. You guys know what we're about, and of course we can't do shows anymore. So what we decided to do is take all those top stand-up comedians, reach out to our friends and say, you know what? Let's chime in and let's have a conversation. Let's have some fun. Let's make the most of this time while we're quarantined. You know what I mean, baby?
Absolutely. Make some lemonade out of those lemons. Or maybe some cider out of the apples. Am I right?
Oh my gosh.
All right.
But folks, we're really excited. One of my favorite comics, honest to God, when I was in Los Angeles, I used to listen to the Kevin and B show, and a comic would come on time after time. His name was Adam, his name was and is still Adam Ray. He's been on HBO, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Netflix. He has his own podcast with Brad Williams called About Last Night.
And he was here last year in Chelan.
Son of a bitch. That's right. Yes.
And he killed it.
Killed it. 2 sold out shows, nonstop, master of improv. And you know what, guys? Like, this is going to be so much fun. We just want to continue to provide value as Rotten Apple Crew. Our mission has always been to bring joy to this town. So whether it's out in the live shows or online, we're so excited to be together. Me and Kelsey, we've been just having so much fun, and we're so happy to reach out to you guys and do this with you. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you all for being here. So let's get on with the show.
Yes, one last thing, baby.
Okay.
May I?
Yes, please.
Mother, may I love you, baby.
Yeah.
One last thing. Obviously you guys know we can't put on shows, but what we've done is we've created some type of support network that is going to help us to continue doing what we're doing. And also comedians, they make a living with live performances, and we're part of a brilliant artist community both in Chelan, in Washington, and throughout the nation, and comedians are having a really tough time right now. So we've created
your artists, y'all.
Yeah, we've created 2 ways where you can support, and I'm gonna follow this. So during the show you can do tips to the Venmo account at Rotten Apple Crew, and the comedian that we have on during the show, we're going to be splitting the tips. So not only do you get a chance to show support for us, once again, no pressure though. We understand a lot of people are having a hard time right now. We're having a hard time, but at the end of the day, we want to just continue to have fun. We want to have fun. And then one last thing, we just launched this. This is super exciting. We just launched our Patreon account, which means that you could be an ongoing supporter and you can have crazy fun benefits like, getting posted on our wall on our website, or even show up in the end of these credits, and a lot more down the line. But we just wanted to mention that we're here to have fun with you guys, and whether you're a supporter or not, we're all in this together. We're just showing support. We love you. We love you. We love you.
And we want to hear from you. After this show, we want to hear what you like, what you think is funny, what you want to hear about, what you want to talk about. We want to connect with you. We want to engage with you, get as close to you as possible.
Without getting close. Yeah,
close.
6 feet though, for sure.
At least.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we're going to get into our first segment of the show. And this is something... Thank you. Wow. So nice of you. So this is something that we're all looking at. We're scrolling through every day. We're all looking at memes right now. And they are some of the funniest memes I've ever seen. It's getting me through my depression in quarantine. And really, we just want to share this moment, because this is usually an isolating thing that you do when you're by yourself and probably viewing the same thing over and over. But we want to do this together with you right now. So we're going to pop up a few of the funniest memes we've seen in the last few weeks, and hopefully we can all laugh together about these. So let's do it. Okay. Awesome.
Who knows this one? Okay, well, obviously there's some price gouging going on here, which is a little shady, but you know what? Pawn Stars would pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
all
they're
right.
probably not that far off.
Nope.
All right, next one. Oh, hell no. No, I would not go down there for that sanitizer.
I think I would.
Really?
He's a clown. He looks friendly to me.
I don't know, man. Nope. Next.
Okay. Hey, when she speaks, I do it.
Ah!
Oh, wait, can
Okay,
I do this? Can I do this?
Yes.
Know the difference.
Okay, so this is a 2-layer joke here, actually.
Yeah.
So, really funny. Hopefully everybody's seen Tiger King because it's ridiculous. And that's apparently what everybody's watching right now. So that's where this is from. All right, what's the next one, Shai?
Really quick, can you know the difference for me?
Know the difference. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
I get it. 2019, cute little tiger. 2020, not so much. Funny. Again, Tiger King reference. All right.
And a fun tip, those of you that know me and are my friends, they all call me Shiger. And so this is kind of personal.
Shouldn't have brought that up on the first episode, babe.
All right, we're going to keep moving on.
Carol Baskin! I love Carol Baskin.
Ladies, has your husband become unbearable during this coronavirus quarantine? I have a solution for that. Babe, have you been thinking about a solution for me?
Hey, they call you Shiger, right?
Oh, son of a gun.
All right. Oh, no! Okay, so this is my favorite. This is my favorite / I'm really self-conscious right now because now everybody, I'm sure, is looking at my double, triple chin. We are past day 14.
I'm lucky because my double chin is covered by a beard, folks. Salt and pepper. Oh, wait. Put salt and pepper on my Debbie's. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever. If you're a little Debbie, if you're a big Deborah, we love you for any size you are.
First of all, and last of all, who even eats Little Debbie anymore? I mean, come on. Spend that extra buck and get Hostess. No one wants this Little Debbie stuff.
Well, that's another topic. Maybe we'll talk about that next week.
Okay, next week. You're the boss. Let's go on.
Okay. Do you want to talk about this old man?
Yes, I am an old man. Hold on. For all my pre-1990 born people, do you guys remember Hollywood Squares? Obviously, that's why this meme is here. I think it's funny, but honestly, let's move on.
It's funny, but I just want to say this fine note. You can still write an email, folks. You don't have to Zoom meeting everything. That's it.
And that's Kelsey's tip of the day.
All right. So that was our meme segment of the day. And see the memes that you love. And if you send us memes, we will post them on our next show, and we will give you those credits for those memes. So
and
you got some funny stuff?
Real quick, I don't think we mentioned this, but we're doing this every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. So
with a new comedian every time.
New comedian, new memes. Hopefully you send it, and we'll post it, and then we'll talk nonsense about it.
Yep,
right?
That's right.
All right.
And speaking of talking nonsense, before we get on to our next segment, we do have to take a quick, short commercial break.
Yes. We'll be right back.
Thank you to our sponsor.
Oh no, are you out of toilet paper? Are you feeling bummed out because there's no toilet paper online? Are you down in the dumps because you can't buy toilet paper in real life? Don't worry, Rotten Apple is here to save your butt. Introducing our walkthrough bum wash. For $5 a session, use our state-of-the-art bidet and flush your TP woes down the toilet. Here's a testimonial from a happy customer.
Hey, what's going on? Well, I felt a little weird, but I guess I'll get used to it. Yeah, I'll be back.
Rotten Apple's walkthrough bum wash, only $5.
$5, buddy. Yeah? Okay. All right.
VIP bidets also available for an extra fee. Walk away feeling fresh and clean, no ifs, ands, or buts.
Thank you so much to our sponsor, Bum Wash. They are really doing wonderful things for the community. We have a lack of toilet paper, and if you haven't had a bidet, it's a shower for your butt, and it's awesome.
And a bidet a day keeps the doctor away.
Okay, let's move on to our next skit.
Yes, I know you all are dying to see Adam Ray, but we got a few more things for you before we get into that. We've got some wise words from a very profound man who has this great insight on life. And we wanted to share that insight with you because we get it on almost a daily basis. And this is something that the world needs to know about. This is something that, you know, it's just the most uplifting, greatest thing to experience, that someone that we're in quarantine with, and that is my father, Kevin Guy. So
without further ado, this is the world premiere of Kevin's Corner.
Kevin's Corner. Well, I haven't really gave it much thought. I've always been kind of a introvert anyway, so I don't get out much. Not a very social guy. A lot of people have called me boring, and so, you know, I can't really help you on that. I haven't really been involved much in that department, so ask me something else. You know, there's nothing worse than coming home, grabbing a box of Cheez-Its, and nothing's in it. Makes me so angry because I know they don't have any more at the store. It's people that just think they can go around and help themselves to your Cheez-Its. That's nerve. That's heavy duty nerve. Just pisses me off. I can't go there right now. I'm getting angry thinking about it. Don't ever take my Cheez-Its. And that's Kevin's Corner.
oh, we're back.
Okay, cool, babe.
So bad. Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm going.
Yes.
Talk to you in 10 minutes.
Well, that was Kevin's Corner. You can look forward to more of that in every week of the show. More profound stuff. Very insightful guy. I hope you enjoyed that.
Anything that man wants to talk about, I want to listen. We hope you do too. Let us know what you think about Kevin's Corner, folks. And by the way, actually, go ahead. I'm going to turn it over to you.
What, we're going to talk about?
Yes.
Main
yes,
event.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm thrilled.
Yes.
Okay. So we've already given you a rundown on who Adam is, how amazing he is. We're so excited to have him. Before we get started with him, though, he's been really busy in quarantine, and he has this character he's been doing, and I have fallen in love with this guy. His name's Jeremy. And we're going to show you a little skit that he's been doing. This is just one of many that he's been doing on his Instagram, but check this out. Hilarious.
Hey guys, it's me, Jeremy, still bored in quarantine. I guess you could say I'm getting picky about my choices. I guess you could say I'm not trying to blow my opportunities. I guess you could say I'm brewing up some ideas. I guess you could say I'm thinking about slamming my head in the dishwasher.
That's it.
Oh my God.
And there he is.
Oh my gosh, folks.
Whoa.
Folks.
What's up, Adam?
Whoa. Live in the flesh.
Yay!
Yay.
So happy to have you. How
Oh,
are you?
yeah. Bored as fuck.
Well,
Can you swear on this?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. We gave an adult. You know what? If we haven't already, folks,
yeah.
if you're watching with your children, there will be adult language, and this is a perfect time for them to
them
learn
to-
it. Yes. Adam, just right off the bat, Jeremy,
Yeah.
how did you come up with this character?
Oh, dude. Well, you know, I think we all know somebody with braces and with a solid lisp, and every community is better from having that kid. So let's go through some classic braces lisp names. Noel, Spencer, you know, Taylor. You know, you'd be pretty hard pressed to find like a Rob or a Troy. But yeah, so I had those braces made for a pilot thing I put together, and I asked the makeup lady who, you know, did makeup on Mad TV and SNL, and I was like, can I take those braces and mess around, because I feel like I'm gonna need to fill the airways with some dumb videos. And
Great. I actually thought you might have gotten braces.
Yeah, we actually thought you had braces.
oh, they look good. Well, they're from a mold. She did like a teeth mold and then put them on top. But yeah, they look good.
Yeah. We're trying to figure
Yeah.
out this whole Skype thing, man. Adam, have you done this
You
before?
guys fighting during quarantine.
Yeah. Have you done this Skype interview like thing before? Like, how's it going right now with the quarantine and comedy? Tell us
Yeah.
about what's going on.
I did a Skype quarantine for a Skype interview once for Yummy Grocery, which is a delivery service that's probably now doing really well. But it was when I was just got a job at Universal Studios, and I was like, this is not enough money to pay the bills. I need to get a secondary source of income. And I did the Skype interview like this, and they were like, so, like, what kind of car you drive? How responsible are you? Try to get age. And at one point, I was just like, I play Wolverine at Universal Studios. I feel like they wouldn't just hire any fucking schlub for that. and the guy got like defensive. He was like, "You think just because you're Wolverine, you can drive people's food to their house?" And I go, "I mean, yeah, I do actually. I think I don't see how that doesn't add up for you." And he was like, "No, man, I don't think this is gonna work out." And I was like, okay. I was like, I feel like it's your loss. You have a chance to look really cool in the break room by saying you hired Wolverine. And he's like, that doesn't matter, man. He's like, just from your attitude, I can tell that this is like, we can't have you representing the company, bring in the food. I can already tell if something wasn't there, you just wouldn't bring it or you wouldn't ask a question. I was like, yeah, dude, I feel like you're deflecting right now. This is all I feel coming from what you bring to the table and who you are, to the core of being a person. But all good, dude. I'm going to survive, but you keep up this fucking charade and you're going to find yourself in the gutter. But,
You know what, Adam? Like stories like that, we were so honored to have you last Labor Day.
Yeah.
You made it all the way to Chelan, which is somewhat of a homecoming for you. Tell us about your experience in this small town, this beautiful town of Chelan, when you came out here last year with your whole family. Tell us what you thought about Chelan.
Oh, it was wonderful. It was Chelan, I feel like, is a place where people go when they've just gone, well, I think we did it all. Let's just go chill for a little bit and then kind of have a grocery store and a lake. It's like you just, a place to eat and a place to shit. You're just like, I don't really need too much more. Oh, cool. There's a Walmart and there's, a city nearby. Chelan, though, I'm glad that it hasn't caught on as much as I think it should, because if it becomes like a true Tahoe or something that is, a vacay destination, then I think it'll be a bummer. So I enjoy that it's kind of a sweet secret, but I love it.
We kind of like the fact it's our like hidden little gem, but definitely like when you used to live out in Washington, was Chelan a place you would come to with your family?
Oh yeah, went there with my folks when I was, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 for the first time. Don't remember too much other than definitely seeing what I looked like. Was a couple was like either a kid that was like the leader in a skateboard gang, or he was being initiated by a homeless guy to get in his gang. But it was something really shady and lacking context was happening really late. And I remember that vividly for some reason. And then went back, later in high school all the time. And once you get older and booze becomes a part of your routine, you find out who's got, like, my folks have a place out there, so we can go there for, a couple days in the wintertime. But yeah, it's you guys definitely were fast to the punch to bring get some comedy going up there, because I think the good people of Eastern Washington are some of the savviest, with no guard down and just want to laugh and have a good time. So that's why the shows were so fun. Can't wait to do it again when things resume, hopefully.
I know. I was just going to bring that up. We actually have you scheduled for this Labor Day again.
Yes.
And we're so excited for it. And we're crossing our fingers, hoping that we can get back to some sort of normalcy by that time and have you back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, one thing that lives on forever, your lore here in Chelan, because you went on for an interview on Cozy Radio. Shout out to local Cozy Community Radio. We love you guys. And you went on and you took calls on Cozy Radio.
Hilarious.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And I know you do a ton of shows, but like for us, that was such a treat for you to interact with the locals, maybe even confusing some of the locals. But I mean, that was amazing. That was amazing.
Well, that was way fun because the guy who hosted the show was so welcoming of my buddy Mark Saratella and I just kind of jumping in the bit boat and kind of taking the wheel at times. And then, you could tell you had a little pushback, but then once we kind of, he was laughing, I think, and he was like, all right, I'm having a good time. Why should I cut this short? But
He wants.
yeah, that was cool.
He wants to.
We definitely.
Because of you, he wants to schedule all of our comedians on the show. He wants to start. A show, but I think we beat him to it.
Yeah, you
Now
did.
we're in
Yeah,
quarantine.
sorry, little too late.
No, we
yeah,
love you. We
finders
love you,
keepers.
Jeff.
Jeff.
We love you,
We'll
Jeff.
have Jeff on as a guest
Yes,
as well.
absolutely, absolutely.
Hey, what do you?
What have
what's
you guys
the
been
bar
doing?
for?
Yeah,
what
what's
have
up?
we been doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
This.
learning video, buying a microphone, designing backdrops.
Just trying to get with the times and keep people laughing and keep smiling.
Are people staying inside and like is Chelan? I know Washington State on a whole, but like, are there confirmed cases in Chelan? Or are people just kind of? Are you just kind of trying to play it safe?
Yeah, what we know, I mean, this might not be the latest information. We remember hearing there was one confirmed case. Folks at home, don't use this as news or anything. This is just our interpretation of what's happening. So more or less, people are doing a great job of staying at home. And we're a small town. We're a very tight-knit community. We love our community. And this is the reason why we're doing this, because we got to find a way to keep connected with the social distancing that's really going on well over here.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, and the businesses have been doing a great job of doing that too, and just coming up with different ways to be innovative and get with the times, and that's what our attempt is. And we were due to have a show every month, and literally the day of our show, Friday the 13th, we that morning decided to cancel because things were just happening so quickly, and so yeah, we haven't had a show since Winterfest in January.
We haven't.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
So
Well, good. I'm glad you guys are playing it safe. I would like to. You mentioned the guitar. I would like to. I've prepared a song, an original, just about what's happening with the current times. And I'd like to debut.
that's an interesting segue.
The fuck was that, dude? Was that were you trying to relive your bar mitzvah DJ days?
Oh.
What was that?
It was for the crowd.
That goes with the guitar.
It was an air horn.
Oh my god. So this is that was good. How many sound effects do you have, by the way?
I've got an applause. I've got a bicycle horn. I've got glockenspiel, a party noisemaker, a triangle.
Oh, good for you. Oh, sorry, your story wasn't boring. It was just that was just a poorly timed.
I can take a hint. Don't worry.
Yawn. Yeah, dude. Hey, when you talk about glockenspiels, it really gets me turned on. I got to be honest. My body couldn't hold back from. Yeah. So this is. So let's see here. This is obviously we're all trying to pass the time, and I think it is a good opportunity to take a look in the mirror and really figure out who you are, what you're about, who your true friends are, and who you are as a person, which I think some of us didn't fully know until we couldn't do all the things we wanted to do. So this song is called Provisions.
Awesome.
Provisions. It's good to know that when shit hits the fan, we all freak out. It's good to know when things start going crazy, we all start to freak out. Nobody's calm, nobody's chill. Everybody's staying silent, looking at that pill, saying, should I take it? Should I take it? Should I take it? Smoking weed, watching TV, eating snacks that you shouldn't eat. And then going to bed, but then waking up with a problem. I gotta shit. I gotta shit. I gotta shit. Does anybody have any TP? No, we don't. How about a t-shirt? Great. Hand that to me. Hand that to me. Hand that to me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now some of you are probably watching right now being like, hey, he had to have written that. Nope. Completely improvised in the moment just now.
That was,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell at all.
Yeah, no, that was.
No, and I can sense a little sarcasm, so maybe this will be the last time I come on the show to have a real honest conversation. But no, it's all good. I poured my heart and soul into that, and wow, Wow. Okay. Okay.
Listen, we felt like you were talking directly to us. That was such a
I
beautiful
was.
song. Thank you.
Could you hear it? How did it sound? How did it sound through the Skype mic?
No,
It actually sounds really nice. You have a very melodic voice.
it's very rich,
Oh.
multi-layered, almost like a podcast. Can I ask you a quick question? Your podcast
Yep.
about last night. You guys have been
Yep.
rocking and rolling for years now. Just like
Have been.
just thinking about like who's been one of your latest and favorite guests that you've had on. Like you got some amazing guests on.
Oh man, probably just because of his hometown hero-ness. Gary Payton was one of my faves in a long time.
Glove!
And then the Glove. Just had TJ Miller on. That was actually really cool too because I started stand up with TJ, and so and I just hadn't seen him since forever, probably 5 years because he moved to New York. That was really cool, and shit, man. I mean, the Melissa McCarthy episodes are always great. My buddy Brent Morin was just on again, which is always special. He's been on the podcast like 10 times. Harlan Williams came on and told an amazing story about his scene in Dumb and Dumber, which we took the whole story, made a clip out of it. So if you just search About Last Night, Harlan Williams, Dumb and Dumber, that clip pops up. Just a whole story about how he, that scene and the whole like that whole thing with the cop and drinking the piss, and he improvised a lot of that, and the Fairley Brothers seeing him at the Laugh Factory and asking him to do that noise, and just and working with Jim Carrey was all that's my favorite movie, so that was cool. But it's we're still trying to figure out. Obviously, Brad is not doing it anymore because he had a kid and he's just kind of dad now. Although I am doing a Zoom podcast with Brad after this in about a half hour, and it's just trying to use this technology to like keep things jamming is obviously the challenge now. But I think people are doing it, as you guys are proving right now.
Yeah, and you.
What's that? What's that? One more song?
Yeah.
Go for that.
Give him a song.
Give him applause. Give him applause.
What was that?
We're working on the timing.
That's an applause.
Oh my God! Here's how sad and fucking that was. Wow! I legit thought you guys had like 4 more screens open, and those were the people who were on such delay that my and your internet's so bad that my other song just finished, and that they were applauding. So let's break this down. A, did I think that 4 different squares of strangers were applauding, and then I also thought that the internet was so bad that they're just now getting it. Almost like there's some islands out there that are so behind on the times. They're like, dude, have you seen Lethal Weapon 4? It's like they just got it, So, wow, that was sad. That was sad.
We love you, Adam.
We love you.
Some people are saying that during this quarantine, there's gonna be a bunch of babies. That's because people are bored and kinda just wanna get close and touch each other. But in the same token, those people will start to get annoyed and probably divorce. Again, all these songs you can find on the album Stay Inside, Wash Your Butt, which comes out, I think, on Google Play tonight at 12:01. So just 2 songs. It's what we call an EP, just a little taste.
Well, we feel really lucky to be hopefully, I think some of the first people to taste that.
Yes.
Pretty much
Yes.
the first, yeah.
That's
And that's,
awesome.
by the way,
So much.
You heard it here, folks.
okay. Again, starting to sense a little bit of sarcasm and maybe, I don't know, a lack of encouragement on this being a part of
I'm gonna be the
what I do.
first
No,
one.
you know what, dude?
I'm gonna be the first one to buy that 1201 you watch.
I don't believe you. Save your money for other doomsday activities. What is becoming the like the main food or beverage that people are scurrying to to fill their cabinets with? Is there something that they're like, dude, we're running low on beef jerky, or like, dude, there's
ramen.
actually like
It's
huge
ramen.
markdown in what's that?
It's ramen. I mean, we went to the store the other
Ramen, yeah.
day, and the only thing that was left was beef ramen. And come on, who eats
Oof.
beef ramen, right? Like,
Dude, that's how you know things have truly gotten bad because, well, and guess what? If someone does grab the beef ramen, you know we have turned a corner that we're not gonna come back from. You know,
It's
like where people are
cannibalism.
going there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do wonder when we'll start eating people. And this seems like a good point to stop the podcast.
And with
Because I'm going down a dark hole. What's that?
No, Adam, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
Is there anything?
thanks for having me. Anytime.
Where, I mean, we know we can find you on Instagram at.
Find me on
Adam-
Instagram. My album is called Read the Room. You can get on Spotify or iTunes or watch the full thing on YouTube. I also got a musical comedy album out called Songs for the People. I have a cartoon that I'm on. It comes out on Hulu June 5th with Seth Green, Tony Hale, Adam Pally, Breckenmeyer. It's called Crossing Swords. It's from the Robot Chicken guys. It's like a filthy medieval time show in claymation. So that's Hulu June 5th. And then working on some other stuff, and then just Adam Ray Comedy for Instagram and Twitter. So
awesome.
that's that for now.
I hope we can see you in September. Well, end of August,
We will.
September. We can't.
We'll be good by then.
You're
Thanks, guys.
favorites. We love you. We appreciate you.
Anytime.
Keep rocking and rolling. We're gonna keep watching you.
Yeah,
Love it.
you kicked
Thanks,
off our
guys.
first ever Rotten Apple show, man. You
I
couldn't
love
have
it,
started
dude.
with the better person and just overall period. Thank you so much. We love you, Adam.
That-
Thank you.
I love you too, man. That beard is looking sharp, by the way. Holy shit.
That's his quarantine.
That is like,
It's my cute
yeah,
baby.
dude. How long are you going to let it go? You going to let it go down here?
Yeah, all the way down to the sack, baby. Come on.
Down to the, oh my God. Look how Garth Brooks you turn when you start talking about beards and balls.
That's the Chelan
Which-
kicking in.
That's amazing. All right, guys.
All right,
Talk
we
soon.
Love you. Stay
Love you.
safe.
I love you.
Hope to
All right,
see you
peace.
again.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
bye, guys. You got it.
All right. Adam Ray, everybody.
Adam Ray. Oh my gosh, folks, if you can, please support Adam Ray. He's doing amazing stuff and he supported us on our first show. So if you go to Venmo, we're accepting tips. We're going to split them with Adam to keep him going, to keep us going. If you want to do ongoing support, only if you can, go to patreon.com/Rotten Apple Crew. No pressure. We're going to keep doing this no matter what. God willing, we're going to keep pushing through.
And we want your feedback. We want to know what you think is funny. We want to know what you want to see. Again, this is just the beginning. We can do so much from here. We're going to keep bringing you great material and keep making you laugh. And we've got a show coming up next Tuesday,
up here.
7 p.m. With Dwayne Goad, an
Yep.
amazing Canadian. We'd love to hear his take on how
Very,
things are going.
very musical guy too.
Very musical. And then we've got more shows lined up after that. So we're going to keep them coming for you. We love you guys so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Mwah, mwah.
And have a wonderful weekend. What the?
Thank you. Thank you.
We love you.
It's the Rotten Apple Show. We've got nowhere to go. Here we are, we can't go far. It's the Rotten Apple Show.